welcome to a new episode of the Woolly Thistle Shopcast. I believe it's 132 we're on. This is going to be a good one. We're getting ready for Black Friday here, and I wanted to share some of what we will be offering for Black Friday, and you're in the right place if that interests you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you also for your lovely comments on the last episode. They're really wonderful and I enjoy them very much. And just, if you're brand new here, thanks for checking us out. We appreciate you stopping by. Hope you like it. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. Couldn't do this without you guys. So I really appreciate your time that you spend with me here. I'm still knitting on my Peerie pullover, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And I think a lot of you can relate to the can't stop, won't stop knitting. Because that's just how we roll. I'm wearing a hat today. I knitted this for my husband Jay a while back ago. It's knitted in a marled yarn from Birlinn Yarn, back when she had this. It's a DK weight. And what I did was I cast on with just the peaty brown color, and then I changed color to the marled, and that gives you this really nice line across here. I really like that. So anyway, yeah, I keep finding this hat laying around the place, so I decided I would claim it for today and show it to you. I don't remember what pattern it is. It is a wee while ago since I knitted it, but it is just a rib all the way up with 4 decreasing points in the top, which is hard to see. There you go. Is it 4 or 5? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like 5 decreasing areas. And you pretty much just, have 5 equal stitches or stitch markers in 5 equal spaces. And then every other row you decrease at that stitch marker until you maybe have only 8 stitches left. And then you just take a needle and put your sewing needle through the last 8 stitches and pull it tight, weave in the ends, and you're done. I think this is a very nice hat. This is, like I mentioned, Birlinn Yarns, which is a very wonderful, one of my all-time favorite yarn makers. They're in Ravelry, which is on right next to Uist. It's in the Outer Hebrides of Scotland. I was lucky enough to visit Meg and her sheep. That's where I also met the author Esther, who wrote This Golden Fleece, and one of my most favorite days ever, I would say. So that's that. I need to take that home so Jay can have it back. We don't actually have this yarn in the shop. I don't think she does a DK anymore, and I'm not sure if she even does the marled, but you could get this effect from holding a dark and a light strand together of fingering weight, and then you would end up with roughly a DK sort of marl effect. There's always a way to do what you want. So yeah, thank you so much for your lovely comments and enjoying the Vanillia Sweater montage last time. I loved it. I was beaming to watch it. I think Erica, who is my video editor, did a really lovely job putting that together. So thank you, Erica. If anybody watching, by the way, is needing an editor for their podcast, I can recommend Erica, and her contact information's at the bottom of the show notes in YouTube. So if you need someone like Erica to do some editing for you, I would recommend. Make sure you're on our email list. Now more than ever, it's very important if you want to get the inside scoop, especially about Black Friday and different things going on there. So do join our email list. You can do that right on the shop at the woollythistle.com, which is 2 O's and 2 L's in woolly. Right. I don't really have show notes this time, so I'm going to slow myself down a wee bit and have a knit because I'm a little caffeinated. It's Saturday morning and I am in here to record and just do a few things that I didn't get to during the week. The shop is really busy because it's November and it's our season and we are knitting and making all the things. I really, really love it. Friday nights, I think a lot of families with younger kids make Friday night family movie night, but not in our house. We do family movie night on a Saturday night because Mama needs Friday night to decompress after a busy week at work, and she needs to just get some good solid knitting in, and that's what I like to do on a Friday night. And my kids are getting older now that they don't even want to do family movie night so much, but we do make them join us at least on a Saturday night. Okay, that's good. Are you slowing down too? I know that everyone's life is super busy, and you know, things are getting worse out there in terms of COVID. It's very, very scary. So if you are able to stay home and knit, you are doing your nation a very good favor. I stay home as much as possible. My husband is an anesthetist, so he is very good at being sanitary and to a medical level. So he has been doing our grocery shopping, and he loves to shop as well. I hate to shop. So he has been doing our grocery shopping since March. And yeah, we're still wiping down our groceries before they come in the house. It's so silly, or it feels so silly. It's such a labor, but it's what it is. And even here in New Hampshire, which has been relatively COVID free, we are seeing our numbers jumping up every day. And so all of us need to be very careful. I know some of you are in more hotspot areas, and I really hope that you are able to stay safe. And of course, this is, we're coming up on Thanksgiving, which is a real conundrum for people. Luckily for me, my family are in Scotland, and John's family are not available or around, and so we typically do the holidays ourselves. So we'll be doing that again, which makes it easy for us. We don't have to choose. But I think more and more people are choosing to stay home and have a Zoom Thanksgiving get together, which is fun too. I know we're all sick of Zoom and FaceTime, but I'd rather be sick of that, I guess, than actually getting sick. My children are still home from school. They're doing remote learning, and we had to make the decision, because the school was making us, that they're not going to go back until after April. So, you know, they will have been home doing remote learning for over a year by the time we are even looking at sending them back. That might feel extreme to some of you, I don't know, but it's what we need to do. And so that's what we're doing. My kids are wonderful. I feel like, you know, my daughter started high school this year, and she's been doing that remotely. My son is in 6th grade. He misses his friends, but all I can say is thank God for Fortnite, because that keeps him pretty busy, and he's gotten awfully good at it. Not a good thing. And my daughter has found, well, she'll kill me for saying it, but she's found a TV show that has a very handsome doctor in it, and she really, really enjoys watching that. She's become a bit of a super fan. And we have to let them have these little indiscretion-y type things, because it's whatever we can do to survive being stuck at home. The shop has been running along fairly smoothly. This last week that I'm recording this, it's been exceptionally busy, because all of our Shetland Wool Week books came in, and there were hundreds and hundreds of them. And then at the very same time, so did Fair Isle Weekend by MJ Mucklestone, and there was hundreds and hundreds of them. So we have been getting them out as fast as we can, but of course as accurately as we can too. And there's still more to be sent out at the time I'm recording this, but we should have them all out hopefully by Wednesday. There will always be that one or two that is complicated. We're having to combine a lot of orders or something like that. Those will take a little bit longer, but I'm really, really proud with my team, who rolled up their sleeves and said, we can do this, even though we could not move in here. And they have done it, and they are doing it. And I really appreciate their great work ethic and attitude for, you know, taking on a challenge and getting it done. So I have some books to show you as well, and maybe we'll just show you those right now, seeing we're talking about it. Right here is Fair Isle Weekend by MJ Mucklestone. It comes with this little flap, cover flap, I don't know what you call that. Oh, just so lovely already. And of course, you know that I very much love Fair Isle, having been there. That's the bog cotton, beautiful. This is one of my favorites in the book because, and this is Vivian, she is from Fair Isle. This design is very, very traditional colors and would be great done in Jamieson and Smith heritage yarn. There's another picture of it. And I just love a cowl. I really have become a cowl aficionado. This book is published by Lina, and they're going to be having a knit along, I think, for that hat, and that's the lovely Ella Gordon of Jamieson and Smith, and a designer in her own right, wearing that little hat. There she is again. These pictures are all beautiful. So that's the South Lighthouse. It's a Stevenson Lighthouse, which is a very historical lighthouse name. Oh my gosh, I got a better picture to show you that doesn't have, yes. Oh, I am knitting this. I will be knitting this. I need to check the colors though. I want to make kits for it, but unfortunately Jamieson and Smith is out of some colors. So if I'm able to put a kit together for this, it will be in the shop to coincide with this podcast going out. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Do you know what too? You can block this by putting it on a dinner plate and just letting it dry on there. Or you can just block it like a regular hat and make it more of a beanie. But I like the tam, it's very Scottish. And those colours are screaming me. The pink's gorgeous. With just a very pop of tealy blue. So MJ Mucklestone designed these patterns and put this book together, and it's just lovely. And it was published by Lina magazine. So we have these now. We've been selling these as a pre-order, and all our order came in from Lina, and I've ordered more. They should be in the shop by the time you're seeing this, and it won't be a pre-order anymore. Hopefully it will be in stock and we can send it right out to you. So here we have mittens from Norway, and we have the sister book Socks from Norway, and these are lovely hardbound books that are fairly new to the shop. Oh, pretty. And they'll feature color work as well as non-color work. Oh my. What fun. You could turn that into a Christmas stocking too. So yes, lovely traditional mittens, of course, of the Selbu variety, as well as lots of other things. Oh, these are pretty. Porcelain flowers. So these two books are fairly new to the shop, and just back in is Strange Brew from Tin Can Knits. This is such a great book. It is such a great book because, as usual, Tin Can Knits runs sizes from baby to men's sizes. Oh, look at that. I'm trying to show you without giving it all away. Lovely. So there's lots of color work in here, and there's lots of yokes, and there's just lots of really good information that you would want to know if you're wanting to adjust things. They give you lots and lots of information about sizing. Yeah, so this is one of the books that you would want in your library for a knitting reference. It's very, very good. Now, what else do I have here? Brand new is Scandinavian Sweaters. Look at that cover sweater. And this is by Christian Viola Odgaard. And I know I'm not saying that right, my apologies. Oh my God. How gorgeous. I know I'm going to be knitting from this book. I had to get it as soon as I saw it. And this is a new book. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at. This is actually my first time getting to look through it properly. I'll be taking this home. Looky. Oh. Beautiful. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. Who wants to knit that? Me. That's actually a pearl bump on the colors. So all the stitches that are in gold are pearl. Oh, what a phenomenal idea. I've never seen that before. Lots of yoke sweaters. Oh, this is beautiful. This is amazing. I'm gonna order in more of these because I think this book is gonna do really well. Oh my gosh. There's even embroidery, or not embroidery, color work, but more in flowers. That is gorgeous. Okay, this is seriously a very interesting book, and I'll be taking this one home. Maybe I will talk more about it on the next episode, but no regrets, no buyer remorse with that. That's really, really good. And it does make me think of my Star Cardi, which is in a similar all over colorwork pattern. And Donna K is still in the process of getting that finalized. As soon as I have any news for you, I will let you know what it is. I think what I'll do is make some kits in various color combinations that you can choose from, and you'll be able to buy it as a kit. Now, let's see. Shetland Wool Week is also here. We love Shetland Wool Week, and we love this publication. Their annual is phenomenal. It smells really good. Shetland Tweed, a forgotten fabric. Oh, look at that. A book of fabric scraps. A journal, right? My mind is going with all that journaling business. I really enjoyed showing you my little attempt at journaling in years past, and with a new year coming, I think that I will have to start a journal for my knitting adventures. Oh, who could that be? Where does your knitting take you? Mine takes me home to where the wind blows a hoolie and the rain falls sideways. And some lovely viewer left a comment about that. I think they knew exactly what I was talking about. I lie not. It's true, isn't it? Oh, this cardigan. Lovely. So many patterns in here. The Strom cardigan. For garments, we will have kits for Donna Smith's Peerie Leaf Sweater. I have to knit this too. We'll see if we're able to make kits for this, because we are able to get the colors. Then they'll be in the shop for the for this episode going live. So you might want to hop off now if you really want this and see if we have kits. Jamieson and Smith typically is very, very good with their supply of yarn, but with COVID, there has been some stuff going out of stock and being out of stock for a little while. I'm going to also have kits up for the Peerie Leaves by Donna Smith. We have it in Jamieson DK, so it's Jamieson's of Shetland in DK. So gorgeous publication with lots of nice articles, musings on Shetland sheep, knitting in Shetland dialect, russet loops and wires. The photography is gorgeous, and just lovely patterns, which you can check on Ravelry and see if they speak to you. There's some lace as well, lovely lace we had there. Okay, so that is that. highly recommend. I'm out of stock now. We sold out of all our pre-orders, but I do have an order in with them for the back issues as well for 2017, 18, 19, and more of 20. So as soon as we get them, they'll go in the shop and you'll be able to order it and get it right away. This book is amazing, and I have more coming. I've been offering them first to customers on my email list, and they've been getting snapped up for good reason. So Misa, that's a picture of her, is a Shetlander, and she is Shetland Wool Adventures, and she does trips. She organizes trips for people to come to Shetland. That's her logo. And she used to work at 60 North, which was a magazine that I stocked from Shetland. So she knows what she's doing with this book. And that's your table of contents, and it's gorgeous. There is everything from knitting patterns to sheepy bits, to hiking, to fishing probably, to ruins and old ancient civilizations. Yep, there's the fishing. And this particularly is lovely. Artwork. There's some watercolor, beautiful scenery. And oh my gosh, so this reminds me, this picture here for some reason. Have you ever read Rosamund Pilcher's Winter Solstice? This reminds me of where that cottage would be. It would be just like that, like any of these. And I'm going to read that again because I read it almost every winter solstice that comes around in December, because that is the night that I started knitting again after, you know, maybe 20 years of not knitting. And I knitted the owlet sweater for my daughter, who was about 6, because it was 2011. My son was not with us then, and so I knitted her a little owlet sweater. I used circular needles for the first time because I didn't remember those at all from when I was a kid knitting, and I fell in love with knitting. It was wonderful. We adopted our son. He came home in 2012, and it was a very difficult time, and the knitting really helped me stay sane. So I like to celebrate every winter solstice when everybody else goes to bed fairly early, and I stay up. I used to have a glass of wine, now I don't, but I have my soda and lime, which I really enjoy, and I sit up and I knit, and I either listen to it on record on audio, or I just read the book that is well worn at this point, because that book, I don't know, I read it at a much younger age when I first read it, and it just has many visual memories for me that reading it again is like a lovely wee trip home. It's so good. It's so good. Wee bit about Jimmy Perez there. She's on the trail of Jimmy from Shetland, the TV show, of course. And they've got trips to the mill. They've got Discover St. Ninian. So you get the idea. This is my kind of, I love it. I just love it. This is such a good book. And I know you agree, because whenever I put them in the shop, they get snapped up. The next lot that I'm getting, and I might have already received them and moved them on by the time you're seeing this. But anyway, I think they'll be the last lot I'm able to get, as far as I know. If I can get more and I feel like I'll keep selling them, then I will certainly get them in. So these two here, Shetland Wool Week and Shetland Journal, are a wonderful pairing of books, and both worth every penny. Part of the challenge of getting these over here is getting them off of Shetland. So FedEx or UPS or DHL and stuff, they don't go to Shetland, so we have to get them off and down to the UK, and actually even most of Scotland now doesn't seem to have a lot of courier services. It's very limited, so we get creative. It's a good thing I have family there to help move stuff down down the chain to where the big places are that still have these kinds of big courier services. Yeah, it's wild. All right, so I mean, that's not for all the time, but sometimes I do enlist my family to help move things along and get them down and off out of the Highlands so that they can get picked up. Okie dokie. So those are new books in the shop. We do have some lovely yarn that I'm not going to mention it just now. You have to sign up for my newsletter to find out what's coming, but we do have 2 very special yarns on their way, and we will be making them available as and when we can fit them in, but they are delightful. They are from sheep on very remote islands and highlands. They're both Scottish, and they're both wonderful, wonderful yarns. So I'm just going to tease you with that. Now, did I tell you who our winner was? So last time I forgot to tell you to leave a comment so that I could draw a winner, but you all left comments anyway, and I love you. Thank you. That's brilliant. So I was able to pick a winner. My printer, the printer goddess, does not like me. I've done something to wrong her, and she will not print for me. So when I'm here myself trying to print off a winner, it's very touch and go. So I have written down the name. I'm sorry I don't have your actual comment that you left, but you are Melissa Friedrich, and you did leave a comment, and so thank you for that. You are the winner of a $25 gift certificate to the Woolly Thistle. So please just send us an email at info@thewoollythistle.com. Put winner in the subject line, all in caps, that way you stand out, and we will get that gift certificate off to you. And we'll do it again this time. Please leave a comment and we will pull a winner next time from those comments. Just make sure you subscribe to our channel as well. Give us a thumbs up. That's always nice. And we'll pick a winner. Right, so I can't remember if I've shown you this now. I really am waffling. Goes to show you I do better with show notes. Although if you have all the time in the world to just hang out with me today, that would be nice. So I'm knitting the Porty Pullover by Gudrun Johnson, and I'm showing you it completely skew with. Here. But is that the front? Okay, I think that's it. I really I'm enjoying this knit tremendously, and I really like how it's come out. So now I'm down on the waistband, so I'm doing my ribbing, and then it'll be time to pick up the sleeves. She has since come out with a cardigan version of this, which, oh my gosh, I love the colors that she picked for that. Just gorgeous. And I think she's done an I-cord bind off for the button band. And I'm going to see if I could turn this into a cardigan. I'm tempted because I really love that edging on it. And I think, I mean, I'll wear this as a sweater, but I like cardigans now. I'm of that age where I'm like, oh, and I run around turning down the heat. I did that for a couple of months before I realized that the heat wasn't broken and it wasn't turned up high, and that it was me. So cardigans are always very much appreciated at this point. But I don't know, I might keep it a sweater. I'll have to see once I block out how it looks. I think it would be easy enough to steek though. So today I'm wearing, I'm sure many of you recognize it, my Vanillia Sweater. And there's some really exciting news on that, where we are currently in test knitting mode for a pattern of the Vanillia Sweater that runs 9 sizes from 28 to 62 inch chest. So that's very exciting. And it runs from 5 balls right through 9 balls of fennel yarn. And so what I wanted to share with you is that as soon as that pattern is ready for being released and approved by the test knitters, which I hope it is, it was tech edited as well, so it's a good pattern, it's written well, and as soon as we get the okay, we will create the pattern in Ravelry as an electronic copy. And so if you've ever bought the pattern from the Woolly Thistle or received it with purchase of yarn, we will be updating your library with this copy. So if you've ever supported the Vanillia Sweater, you will get your updated copy with all the different sizes, so you can be knitting this in whatever size you want, which is really, really fun and exciting. I was asked to do this a lot, and so we worked on it and got it done. And I'm really, really happy about that. This Vanillia Sweater has just been an amazing thing, a good thing this year, which are few and far between, right? So I did want to let you know that I have sent out an email to my email subscribers with the sizes and the yardage requirements so that they could get ahead and order their correct amount of yarn, so that when the electronic copy comes out, they're already set to go. So if you would be interested in that information so that you can get your yarn purchased, just be on our email list. I will make a point of sending out another email after this goes live so that we can catch you if you're interested in that. So sign up for our newsletter, and you will get an email that includes the size information and the number of balls you need, the yardage for that. So yeah, I hope that's exciting to you. I'm really excited about it, and yeah, we'll be able to knit lots of different sizes now without having to do the sums ourselves, which is always good. Right, so that's all I've got for you for my knitting right now, because I don't have any whips. I mean, we have the lovely Henrietta here. Thanks for all the Henrietta love. That was really, really nice. And I am working on putting a wee kit together for you. My own silly fault. You will know that I knitted Henrietta, or at least I started to knit her from a project that I hadn't finished. So that lovely shawl. And I didn't weigh anything, so I didn't know how much I used. And then I stuffed her. Really, really stupid. So I ended up opening her up so that I could take her stuffing out and weigh her. And it turns out we need 2 balls of the light color, the main color, and 1 ball of the contrast, and just a little bit of the red for the comb, and then you use the contrast for her wee beak, and then you'll need some buttons for eyes. So that kit is coming. It will have 2 balls of the main color, 1 ball of the contrast, and then we'll wind off some red for the comb so that you've got it all in lovely Rama strip yarn in DK white. And I'll see about getting some buttons and throwing them in there too for you, so that all you have to do is get your needles and knit. It's a really nice knit. I really enjoyed it. I'm tempted to, I almost started knitting another one just to see how much yarn I would use, because I'm good like that. All right, so no FOs. I've got 1 whip on the go right now. I've shown you what's new in the shop in terms of books. And now I would like to share with you a project that I've been working on for months and months, and I'm really excited about it. And they're going to be released for Black Friday. So here they are. They are called the Woolly Thistle selection boxes. There are 3 to choose from. And basically I have gone around the shop and selected my favorite yarns that I think everyone should enjoy. It's a bit of a splurge depending on which you go for, and I'm really excited about them. So the term selection box, when I was a kid, and they probably still do it now, when I was a kid growing up, at Christmas time we would get selection boxes, which would basically be just a thing full of Cadbury's chocolate, you know, all the different, because Scottish people have such a sweet tooth, they love their chocolate, and that has not changed with me at all. I'm still a bit of a chocolate pig. So we used to get these selection boxes under the tree, and you know, I would have a Galaxy bar and chocolate buttons and a Cadbury's thing, and just loads and loads of really good chocolate. And it's a very happy memory of Christmas time, because, you know, we didn't get to have a lot of sweets throughout normal times. So to get this thing full of chocolate at Christmas was particularly wonderful. And so I wanted to do a selection box of yarn for you, keeping that traditional that tradition alive. Now, it comes in 3 sizes. So the first size is actually not a box, it's a bag, but we're going with box for the overarching term. And so the selection bag comes to you here. And this is a special limited edition tote bag that is made here in New Hampshire. It's the same size as our small tote bag, but it's really quite large, my head for scale. We designed the logo, and this again is a limited edition, so only those of you buying the selection box sets will get this bag, and then we won't print anymore. And in here you get lots of lovely things. First off, you get 2 yards of Katie Green Beans British Breeds ribbon, which is the perfect amount for steeking your cardigan or covering up the steek. So that comes with it. We had Katrinkles, lovely Katie Katrinkles, make us a special shiny stitch marker. So you get one of these. You get 3 stickers in a pack to put on your water bottle, your laptop, things like that, anywhere you want really. And then there's some yarn. You get a 100-gram skein of Devonia 4-ply, and this is, let's see, 50% Exmoor Blueface, 30% Blueface Leicester, and 20% Wensleydale. So 100% Devonian wool, all from Devon. All these yarns come in lots of different colors, so that will be a surprise for you when you get your selection. So we are selecting the yarns and the colors, but I'm telling you what the yarns are, and the colors will be the surprise, which I think is fun. A very safe experiment. So that's lovely. And you get a 100 grams, very, very special skein of Daughter of a Shepherd Heritage. This is Hebridean yarn. It's 75 Hebridean and 25% Swartblades. It's soft. It's got a great smell, and it's in 4-ply. So you will have that very special yarn. And then you get my Desert Island disc of yarns, my Desert Island yarn. You will get 4 skeins of Jamieson and Smith. Again, colors will vary, but you will get 2 of one color and then 1 each of 2 colors, because you can knit an awful lot of hats and mittens with that color math. Main color, contrast, 2 contrast. So you get all that. You also get a postcard with all the pattern suggestions for the different yarns that come in your grab bag in this case. So this here runs at $99. It's great value for what you're getting, which is quite a bit right here. I'm going to put all these back in there. And of course, don't forget you get the bag too. So these will be going on sale on Black Friday. Right, now we're into the boxes. So in this box here, and it comes through the mail like this, I'll have your address label on it, but it's very securely taped shut with reinforced ribbon, which I'm holding upside down. Reinforced tape, I mean, so that is very safe. And it's a lovely big box that this next tier comes in. So let's have a look, shall we? This is one I opened earlier. Right, and so inside you have the tissue paper, and you have lots of good things, including the tote bag, the limited edition tote bag. You only get this if you purchase one of these yarn sets. You get the 3 stickers. You get the lovely Katie Green Beans yardage. You get Katrinkle's lovely custom-made stitch marker for the Woolly Thistle. And you get the very popular from when I've sold it before. This is the 2021 Wildlife Calendar from Hannah Longmuir. And she is a lass living and working in Scotland. And she's an artist, and she goes around her business drawing the hedgerows and the life in there. This is just a lovely, lovely little calendar that you can hang on your wall or whatever. A little field mouse on the front there with bluebells. Bluebells get me going, they make me cry. I don't know, memories. Anyway, so in here now, this is all the yarn you get in this medium box, and you get the following: a skein, 100 gram skein of Blacker Tamar DK white. This is one of my favorite yarns, which is why it's in here. And it is, it's quite bouncy, isn't it? But it's also a long wool blend, so it does have lovely drape and luster. And it's 100% wool. And again, colors will vary, but this is the sample I put together. Then, next to that, you've got the 4 colors, or the 3 colors, but 4 balls of Jamieson and Smith. 2-ply jumper weight. And you get 2 and 2 contrasting colors. So that comes in there. You get the very special and beautiful Hebridean yarn from Daughter of a Shepherd in the Heritage 4-ply, which is lovely. You get a skein of Devonia from John Arbon Textiles. This is in 4-ply. And to top it off, you get 2 skeins of Garthenor Organics Lace White. And so this is, I want to say this is about 600 or 700 yards combined. And we will try and give you the same 2, because you can double them up and knit it as a sort of fingering sport weight if you want, or you can knit them singly and end up with almost 800 yards, which is a very nicely sized shawl. And again, we do offer you pattern suggestions for all the yarns, so you'll get that too. And the Garthenor will come on different bases, but everything else will be the base I've told you, and the color may vary, or likely will vary. So that's what you get in this tier 2 middle size box, and that's $150. Now, I think all of this is excellent fodder for getting your significant other or your kids to think about Christmas time and holiday gift giving, and get you what you really want. So utilize that wish list for sure, but don't hang around on these. I think these are such good value because I have valued them so that you get a little bit of a discount, and they're just lovely, that I think they will sell fairly fast, so you might want to get on that. Now for the Jagunda box. Here it is. It will arrive to you with the reinforced tape with the woolly thistle on it and your address, and then we open it up, and inside it's like that, and you get the fun of opening it. And I'm going to show you right there what's inside. There's some sneaky peeky stuff there. So let's have a look, shall we? Hannah Longmuir's calendar, Katrinkle's stitch marker, of course, your woolly thistle stickers. These are really good quality stickers. Katie Greenbean's 2 yards. Everybody gets 2 yards of her ribbon for covering your steeks. And then we come to this layer of loveliness, and let me walk you through that. So you get a skein of John Arbon Devonia, 100 grams, which is 100% Devon wool. You get a 100 gram skein of Blacker Tamar DK, which is gorgeous. And of course you get 4 balls of Jamieson and Smith in a 2-1-1 combination. Can't go wrong. I love that color combo. And then, very special, you get 2 balls from Meg at Birlinn Yarn. you will all get one of these lovely dark peaty brown, and you will get a contrasting color for the other ball. These are 50-gram balls, and they have around, I think, 200 yards. It's 175 meters. Beautiful labeling, the Birlinn. This is very, very special yarn to me personally, because I loved my day I spent on Ravelry with Meg, but it's great yarn. I've knit with it quite a bit. In fact, that hat I was wearing was knitted in her DK. It's good stuff. And it's from the Outer Hebrides. The sheep are this color, and they're out grazing on the field and sharing that field with ancient Stone Age standing stones, and the beach just down the hill where the seaweed is, and the Atlantic right there. Beautiful beaches on Ravelry. In fact, when we were there, we saw loads of sheep everywhere, but on the beach we actually met cows. The cows live down by the beach. Okay, so then we have a whole new area to investigate. So here is your limited edition Woolly Thistle winter tote bag, made only for the selection box people. And then you've got this lovely new row of yarn down here with more good stuff. So you get 2 skeins of Lace Weight number 1 from Garthanor, a beautiful 100-gram skein of Hebridean heritage from Daughter of a Shepherd. And I think this is really fun and interesting. You've got 2 Hebridean yarns here, but you are going to be able to play and look at the differences and think about their environments and how they're different, how they were spun differently. So that's a really fun addition there. And then 4 colors from Marie Wallen's British Breeds. And we're doing 4 different colors of this. And so you will love this yarn. If you don't have it already, you will love it. So we will be choosing the colors of these. So that will be the surprise element for you. And then holding it all together is this lovely tea towel. A Scottish linen tea towel woven in Kirkcaldy, Scotland, which is not too far from where I grew up. And it's crisp linen, very traditional pattern, which I like. And once you wash it, it will soften up and be really lovely. So these are not available in the shop either. I did this as a special run for these selection boxes. And that is everything that comes in the large, and that is running at $225. Time to treat yourself or be treated by someone else for that in particular. I don't think anyone would be too upset with anything that came in this box. But just know that we decide the colors. We had to get lots of different colors in so that we could have variety and not run the mills down too low of one particular color. And I think it just adds to the mystery and the festivities of it all. It will be a surprise when you open your box as to what colors you're getting. I have worked on this for so long. It feels a little bit of a passion project, and I'm really, really happy with how this all came together and how it's coming out. I hope that you really love it, and that if you want one, you jump on over on Black Friday to get yours. Be sure to be on our email list, as I will send out more information about them for you, and also the time that they will go live. And I think that that is it for the selection boxes. I do want to give a quick word. This is a sample Jamieson and Smith Baker's Dozen grab bag, which are so popular. This has, it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's one short in here. I stuffed this together before we started. This should have 13 balls in it for the price of 10, which is a great deal. And these will fly out the door. These are going on sale the week of Black Friday, but before Black Friday. So if you really want 1 or 2 of these, be on our email list so that you know when they become available. I'm expecting these will sell very quickly. They always do, which is fantastic and fun. And we have got a lot in, so hopefully everybody who wants one gets one. But if you want to be sure, get on our email list and open our emails that has the information in there. And I hope that we will have them in the shop for Black Friday as well. Ooh, quick word about line of 10. That should have gone live by the time you're seeing this. Pre-orders are opening on Wednesday the 18th, but you'll be watching this after that. So be sure to order in your pre-order as quickly as possible. I have put my order into Lina already. I plan to add more to it, but they quickly run out themselves. So be sure to put in your pre-order. In case you don't know, the way we all do it these days is when there's a pre-order, you pay for that purchase at the time you place your order. Your credit card is charged, and then you're put in the group of people waiting for that to come in, and as soon as it arrives, we ship it out to you. So that's how that works. I know most of you know that. And the shop is just really bustling and busy, like I told you. So we have this pre-order thing down to a fine art at this point. So, you know, we're good to go when we get stuff in. I did show you a tutorial in the last episode of how I changed colors. So if you're interested in that and didn't catch it, it's in the last episode, which will be 131. I'm planning to put that little video snippet in my blog as well on the Woolly Thistle shop website, so you can find it there too. And what else do we have that I want to mention? Exmoor from John Arbon will be here soon. That's on its way. More tops will be coming soon. That's also on its way. We'll get more Marie Wallen British Breeds colors in. They're a little backed up at the mill there. So some colors we can't get just yet, but it's all on order so that when they do make them, we will get our order. So that's good. West Yorkshire Spinners. So you might have heard already that Britain or England, not Scotland, but England is on a lockdown right now, which has slowed things immensely. And so I'm really holding my breath all the time about getting my orders over here for you, because they are in lockdown. And West Yorkshire Spinners is affected by that too, but they are still slowly working. And so I do hope to have more Christmas yarns, holiday yarns back in the shop as soon as we can get them. They're on order and we'll just have to wait and see. So just to let you know that we are trying to get more of that. So I think that's everything I have to show you this episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you on Black Friday, if not before. And just be safe. If you go out, take your knitting and wear a mask. Till next time, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.